Hello, this is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. Please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Today, Fox News Digital put out some amazing new video that was actually taken by one of the two victims that survived. And it's him filming the stage, and you actually see Thomas Crooks running up on the AGR building behind. So let's take a look at what they have.
Still keep bringing them up for a couple of minutes.
It's right over there.
The world will see a vibrant Republican Party. Great gentlemen, so we're going to bring them up for a couple.
Now see right there.
Still keep bringing them up for a couple.
So right there you can see him running across.
Minutes.
And it does show that, you know, from this angle, you know, you can only see like the upper portion of his torso.
The world will see a vibrant Republican Party. Great gentlemen, so we're going to bring them up for a couple. Still keep bringing them up for a couple of minutes.
So what's amazing is nobody saw him there. So let's take a look at this in context. Now that we know that he's running across right here, it does seem very, very likely that he climbed up the roof right here. So here is an image that the Secret Service put out yesterday in the hearing. And during that, this seemed to match what law enforcement was saying about him stepping up on top of a mechanical device and then climbing up piping. So right here, he steps up on there, climbs across, and then he's running across. Now, what's crazy about that is how come nobody here saw him? You know, going down below, they were just looking at him. I mean, we actually mentioned this last night as the possibility on the show, that he was sitting on this cement wall here, and then moments later, not too long later, he runs this way and goes up onto the building. Now, it's also possible, I guess, that he climbed up back here and he runs this way and then goes over, just sort of has a skip across to run across that way, but that's not very likely. It makes it seem like almost for certain that at this point he climbed up onto this bridge here and then ran this direction, and that's where the shots came from. Now, we also came upon that conclusion yesterday on my show because there's a camera that films him climbing up on the roof. And so as you can see, there's nothing on this side of the building over here, a business that would film him climbing up over there. So it seemed much more likely that a business, perhaps this one, or even a business over here, we were looking at on the show last night. If you go down to Street View right here, and let's just say you're one of these businesses that has a camera that doesn't use motion to set it off, you can actually see all the way over to the AGR building, which is right over there. You could literally see him go up there, climb up, and run across. So that camera, if you probably sync it up, shows him literally climbing up the building. And when I say that camera, I just mean maybe there's one on one of these buildings over here that is always running and was able to film him way over there, climb up, get onto the roof. We speculated about this last night on the show. So if you look at the video today, it seems to absolutely corroborate that because he's running across like this. All right, so I put this clip in sequence with a whole bunch of the other clips. Now, why don't we take a look at that video right now that shows the whole sequence of events.
He's a good man, too. He's a valiant fighter. He's a great gentleman. So we're going to bring him up for can we bring him up for a couple of minutes later? A little bit later. All right. You get ready, McCormick. You get ready. I'll get you up here. The world will see a vibrant Republican Party that is bigger, stronger, more confident, and more united than ever before. And that's what we are. We're the most united party. Now, I'm watching the fake news go crazy because they're saying the Republican Party has not been united since Ronald Reagan like it is right now. It was united under Ronald Reagan the second time. It was very united. And they said there's never been anything like it. They've never seen a movement like this. Make America great again. You know, Joe Biden talks about we have to stop MAGA. MAGA means make America great again, Joe. It means make America great again. That's all we want to do. If he was doing the job, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with a gorgeous ocean, the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look.
Thank you.
There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down, see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And still I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator elected and to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look.
And it's not easy, because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals, we have drug dealers, we have people that should not be here, and it's much tougher than if it happened. You know, we had the strongest border ever. In recorded history, we had the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring, I try and explain that. Oh, there's a, wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit over that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's sad, take a look at what happened.
Move the spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the spare. Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready. We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're clear.
Let's move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head, it's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down. My shoes.
Watch out.
Wow. I mean, that's just absolutely incredible, you guys. Just seeing the guy running on the roof, and now we know exactly where he came from. And I think what we were speculating on last night on my show, and that's why you should be watching my show, is because we've been really close to what the reality is the entire time. Okay? It looks like now, after watching and looking at some of these images, this one right here, and just below this shot would be the cement wall that he was sitting on, that a picture of him was taken. So he likely climbed up on this, had his backpack on, and jumped up onto this roof here. And he likely just stored the gun in his backpack in his vehicle, and he walked over to this location, got up on there, and it's just absolutely astounding at this point that not one person saw him. You know, so the camera, the shot of that is right there, and he was sitting on this wall at one point, and there were supposed to be snipers in here. Didn't you see this guy, the same person that was right here, walk over there and climb up on there? Apparently you went looking for him, but he's right there. And then he goes up onto the roof and he sprints across, gets into his position, makes sure that he's not seen by this sniper. Now, apparently, somebody said that the snipers on the roof over here turned about 1:50 before the shootings occurred. So at the time he sprinted across, these guys likely couldn't see him because they were facing the other direction. And these snipers that were on this portion of the roof, as you can see right there, were blocked by this tree. These ones, when they eventually turned around, did get a sight of him. So for me, it just seems like if there was somebody on this roof and watching this roof, which seems really obvious, there would have been no chance of this happening. Okay, so I hope you guys found that interesting. Maybe we'll just play that first part again right here. It's absolutely crazy.
He's a good man, too. He's a valiant fighter. He's a great gentleman. So we're going to bring him up for can we bring him up for a couple of minutes later? A little bit later. All right. You get ready, McCormick. You get ready. I'll get you up here. The world will see a vibrant Republican Party that is bigger, strong.
God, that's just absolutely creepy. So if we go down to the stands where the other two victims were shot, that's exactly the angle. Look up there. See, you got the four pipes, the building behind, and he's running around, and he ends up being right over here on the edge. Wild. And I do think that the surveillance cameras that picked him up are going to be right over here, one of these two buildings that were filming across on their surveillance cameras that do not have motion capture. They just literally record 24/7. And I think they looked at that and they literally see him climbing up onto the roof. And one of the victims that was shot actually recorded the video that we just watched, showing him sprint across the roof and get into position. And he was there for quite a while. It's just really interesting seeing all the different videos that are out there sort of next to each other and how things played out. Absolutely eerie. All right, so thank you all very much for watching. If you could hit that like button and share the video for me, I'd really appreciate it. And again, as I always say, until next time, be safe out there.